Say it like you mean it. Do you mean it? Touch me like you need it.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is SincerelyOghosa. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Today we're going to be doing a blunt cut hair tutorial. So I'm going to be getting into it by showing you how I make the wig first. So I'm using 2 bundles. So for me personally, I just feel like a blunt cut hair style doesn't need to be too thick. It should be kind of like medium to kind of low density. So I'm using 2 bundles of Hairspells Brazilian hair. I will leave all the links to Hairspells hair company below. I dyed this hair as well as bleached it and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, right now I'm just sewing the frontal to the wig cap. I got a netted wig cap from my local beauty supply, and by that point I'd also sewed on 1 pack of the hair, so that's on at the back. I did kind of like all pack it on together a bit too much, but it's fine. I'm using the hot glue method. I don't know why I said sewed. I sewed on the frontal, but I hot glued the bundles. So I'm hot gluing them onto the wig cap, and of course to protect the mannequin head, I'm making sure that I put a plastic below. See, can you see how I'm like trying to make up for the space that it was just a mess, but it actually turned out all right. So basically, like, I had to kind of like pack the wefts on like really high because I had to make sure all the space was used with only 1 bundle, but it's okay, I got it done. If you haven't used the hot gun before, it's very simple. I will link the hot glue gun that I bought. It was super cheap. It was like £5, which is like, I don't know, $7 or $8, and it didn't take me long at all. It took me about an hour and a bit to put on all the bundles, probably a bit longer because this was my first time doing it. But yeah, so I'm just basically, yeah, just hot gluing it onto the wig cap. Also, one thing that you need to make sure that you do with frontals is just to put, personally I was always putting the wig onto my head even before it was fully sewn, just to make sure that the frontal was in the right place. I usually make sure that I pull the frontal quite forward so that when you sew the frontal, it does tend to move back, and that means that you can end up seeing your hair and all your edges and stuff. So keep on trying the wig and pulling the frontal forward and marking on the wig where you want it to be. This wig cap was quite good because it had like little like signs of where the frontal should go or where the closure should go, so that helped quite a bit. And all the info to Hairspells will be below. I've loved working with this hair. I've had this hair for quite a few weeks now, and dyeing it and bleaching it was an absolute dream. Like, I didn't have to bleach it twice. It was amazing. I cannot wait to wear this hair more. I've been getting compliments on it constantly. So I wanted to make sure that the frontal was plucked first. So if you haven't seen my video on how to pluck a frontal and make it look realistic, I will link it below. But it's not too hard. I just made sure that I knew where my edges were going to be, and I plucked behind the hairline. And yeah, I hope like that I didn't pluck too much, made it look realistic. Sparsely plucked it, didn't pluck it all in one place. And because I had bleached the knots as well, it made sure that the hair came out quite easily. So I'm also plucking the parting, as you can see there. I also wore the hair to make sure I wanted to see where the parting would go and if it would look nice and stuff. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this colour, I have the video linked in the description bar, so please do check that out. So I've straightened the hair and stuff, and I'm going to cut the lace now that I'm happy with how everything looks. I'm going to cut the lace. I did bleach all of the frontal, so from the like scalp to like the tip of the hair, just because I wanted it all to be orange, but you will see all of that in the dyeing tutorial. So personally, I feel like when you straighten the hair, it makes it a lot easier to cut. So I've worn the hair, I've seen where I want it to be cut, so I'm going a little bit longer. So I took it a few inches down from where I wanted the bob to be, just so that if I made any mistakes, if I cut too much off, it wouldn't affect the look of the hair. So I'm going in with some really sharp scissors. I do have actual hair shears, but I didn't use them because I just thought like it wasn't necessary. So I just used some really sharp scissors and just started going in really. And yeah, make sure you just leave some leeway Sorry, by the way, about the lighting. By this point, it's literally 10 o'clock at night. I'm super tired. I just want to go to bed, so I couldn't be bothered to set up my lighting. But I'm trying to just make sure that everything's even, stepping back and looking at the hair, and then going back in and cutting it again. Cutting for me took about 2 hours, and even like when it was done, it was blunt, but I could have spent a bit more time making it a lot more perfect. So it does take time if you're a beginner. So as you can see, it's like more blunt cut now, but it's a bit too long. As I said, I've left some leeway room, so I'm going to go in and cut a bit more off because I want it to be quite a short bob. So I'm going in and just making sure I've cut it all around. And what I also did was I moved the wig forward on the mannequin head so that I can see underneath. At the back of the hair, I can see the hair underneath, so I can make sure everything's level. Yeah, you can see me with my wig cornrows. It is what it is. Like, it's late. I'm trying my best to be a baby girl. But yes, I'm just going around. I'm cutting it forwards, and I'm also cutting it backwards because that helps it to give a blunt cut. If you'd rather use a razor, that works as well. Peak Mill uses a razor, but mine for some reason just didn't cut the hair, so I just had to go in with some scissors. And yeah, I just kept on going back and forth, forwards and backwards, cutting until I was happy with how it looked. And eventually it got to the length that I liked. Keep on trying it, and yeah, that's how the hair came out looking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked the blunt cut of this. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and click the notification button as well. But thank you so much. I hope you love this blunt cut as much as I do. And yeah, see you again soon, guys.